Oh my God, bro. You edited the gear guide video. You have literally edited like 6 gear guide videos at this point. You do it yourself. How have you this up? Your friends, you can ask me at any point. You can ask for help. How long till I can participate for gear review? I'm kind of pounding through these. How many do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more to go. 5 more to go. All right, so this is Kiwi Spicy. This one is not going to take very long. Room is clean. Do you guys... Okay, remember, stupidity is a spectrum, guys. When you get diagnosed at the doctor with it, it's a spectrum. Okay, like whereas like the most severe cases of stupidity, you have people wearing a Takro Spirit Stone at 750 gear score, right? And somewhere like right in here is where this guy is sitting. Okay, he's like only a little bit stupid, but he's still on the spectrum. You know what I'm saying? Never enhance these to Hex and let them sit at Hex for no reason, because you've basically wasted your money. Okay. You have to go to Sept with these. My crayons are sharp. My glue is topped up. Well, your family does have stock in Elmer's. Why else would you be eating so much of it? He's not a complete idiot. He has Oct necklace. His necklace is out in front of the rest of his stuff. And again, his weapons are 2 enhancement grades behind his accessories, which is good. And at this point, you see how you're 335 and you don't have any tri-armors? That's another stupid thing. Okay, so put the earrings at Sept, and then you're gonna do what I know you've been putting off for a long time. You're gonna try every single armor piece because you've put it off as long as you can. You're literally gonna try every single armor piece. Okay, and I'll see you in 6 months when you get that done. Rayan 16. I'm 2 taps off pity. I pitied my boots, bro. I get it. I understand. He's trolling. He's trolling. He's trolling. He has to be trolling. There's no way. He's trolling. Like there's... Oh God, he's not trolling, bro. Okay, so normally when people are trolling me or they're rage baiting me, they'll forget to do something, or they'll be like, it'll be obvious, right? Because they won't like, it won't be like a full picture thing. The reason I checked his journals immediately is because I'm like, well, if he doesn't have Pavino Greco's done, like if he was rage baiting me, he wouldn't have almost any journals done. But if this is legit, he's not going to have Pavino Greco's done because morons don't do Pavino Greco's and are wearing something like this. This is such an egregiously bad thing to have on at this stage of gear that I would expect a moron of this caliber of IQ to think to undervalue Pavino Greco's to this extent. And I'll be honest, it all lines up. This is crazy. Okay, so oh my God, guys, like, dude, there's literally only one gear path. I don't know how you people f this up this much. I mean, this is literally crazy. It's you'd think that you guys, man, you don't see this many gear ups in Throne of Liberty. All right, now, dude, I don't know how you reach 700 gear score and you're not wearing Kabuas, but ironically, the Perillas isn't even the worst part of your gear. This is like the red hair. This is like the rage bait part of your gear. This is literally the worst possible thing that you could have done because you're hard griefing yourself. Like you're grinding. I can tell that you are actually grinding and playing the game. And there's like 3 parts of this gear that tell me that you are... I am not an efficient grinder. I'll be the first one to tell you, like, Zethian is a super efficient grinder, Choice is a super efficient grinder, and a number of other streamers are really efficient grinders. They try to be, like, they try to min-max their efficiency in terms of their damage combo and stuff. I grind with the UI off. I don't give a f. But there's one thing that you should always always have on, and that is a Kabua's artifact every time. Also, again, 3 predations in an iridescent. What are you grinding at Desert Fogans? Homie, I tell players that are day 2 of the game to grab this Lightstone setup, and you're still wearing it. You can get a better Lightstone setup for an hour and a half's worth of grinding at this stage of your gear score. Dude, you need new Lightstones and artifacts immediately. You will grind so much better. The difference will be tangible. You will be literally, it will pay for itself within 3 to 4 hours of grinding. You will have already paid for the Lightstone set with how much more money per hour you're going to be making. Like straight up. You're probably at Honglim, which tells me you need to be at Demi-Human is a good set. 3 Rages in an Iridescent are fine. Kama Sylvia damage is fine too if you're grinding a Kama spot. Human damage is really good if you're going to grind it somewhere like Giants and things like that, where human damage is prevalent. You cannot do 3 Vicious Shadows is good if you only have 1 strike. Also that Watch Your Back is really good, and the best in slot is technically All Out Attack, but I understand if you don't want to sacrifice the DP at this stage of your gear score. But you need to upgrade these. This is unacceptable. Unacceptable. I'm gonna put All Out Attack in here. You do not need to go All Out Attack. This is the most egregious part. And I think that most players that actually grind and play the game would agree with me. The Lightstones and artifacts are the largest difference, aside from like equipping your crystals. The Lightstones and artifacts are one of the biggest things. I'd actually love to see your me. Oh my god, guys. Guys, we gotta stop doing this, dude. Guys, we gotta stop this, dude. I can't. Like, this is gonna give me an aneurysm. This is some griefing right here. This is a hard grief. So, like, let me get this straight. You splurged for the extra money to get 6 Jinn Karazad crystals. But when you looked over at the Macalods, you said, nah, I don't need that shit. You don't need any of that shit. Homie. I have a crystal guide out. It's still extremely relevant. Just use the crystal guide, man. Like, straight up. These crystals right here. Wait, not those. These. Okay, and to be clear, this is like the resistance build that I have. Take these out. You want to put some powers up in here? You pump with the powers. You know what I'm saying? Or you could put, like, if you're grinding a human damage spot, boom. Throw those in there. But basically, you put powers in here. That's fine. You put some more AP in here. That's fine too. But like, again, these 3 slots are negotiable. You can put resistances in there. You can put more AP in there. You do that stuff like that. But this setup is non-negotiable. Technically, instead of darkness, instead of back attack, you can go for corrupteds. Corrupteds are really good, and those are more consistent usually for a lot of the tower spots in the game. I like back attack damage, but like, yeah, that's the only thing you can really sub out. You need Girins, you need 4 Macalods. It doesn't matter. Ultimate Macalods, not some. I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna go to the marketplace and be like, ooh, God, oh God, these are kind of expensive. What if I just only spent 28 mil? Then I can get the you. You need these. I don't care. You need these. It's not a question anymore. Ultimate max. You're over 700 gear score. Stop being so frugal with the most impactful part of your grind. You are hard griefing your AP while you're grinding. Like, literally, this is going to up your silver per hour by 200 to 300 million an hour if you do what I tell you. Like 2 to 300 million an hour. By the way, that's going to pay for itself within 10 hours. You can make all of these changes. Perfect crystal setup and Lightstones. You're automatically gonna, that'll pay for itself within 10 hours. I don't care. You're just gonna do it. And any PvEer that actually grinds knows that I'm right about this. You're hard griefing yourself, my dude. This, you are well past the point. You need Pavino Grecos. 600 HP is extremely important and will keep you alive in a lot of scenarios. I know that you are a warrior main and you think, I can't die, I block everything. I'm big sword. I don't care. Get the 600 HP. All right. If you went into Biceptimus Prime's chat, if you went into Goldsteinberg. I don't give a shit which warrior you ask. They're all going to tell you Pavino is essential. Especially if you're already 700 gear score, you have got to get this. PvE or PvP, it does not matter. Okay, Fugar's time of success, that takes you like 2 hours to do. Get it done. I don't care. You do not, this Dokebi, it's time. You have duo armors across the board. It's time to get Dokebis. It's time to get the Dokebis done. Finish it out. Get your 20 accuracy from Land of the Morning Light books. You only have to do the first book. 12 HP is like whatever. You don't have to care about that. But the 20 accuracy is extremely important. Get that done. All you got to do is boss blitz like 3 times. It's a joke. Get it done. Go search for 600 chests. That's 600 chests, like 300, I think. Okay, now that we've fixed all of the super bad problems with your gear, now we're going to talk about the less bad problems. You're 702 gear score. You're wearing a Perilla Star. This is mental illness. This is mental illness. I know what you're thinking. It gives me a lot of defensive stats so that I can grind more. No, just build more DP, you absolute ape. Okay, you're gonna wear a Taurus Power Stone, and you're gonna like it. All right. And by the way, this is temporary. You get this for doing the Ulakita quest line. All right. The reality of the situation is the next 20 billion silver that you get after you fix your light stones and your crystals, the immediate next thing that you're going to do, you're going to switch to this immediately. You should already have one of these. I assume that you already have one of these. You need to put this on right away.
47 okay? Just resubscribed for 15 months.
This is important because it gives you an AP instead of a DP, and then the activated effect is stronger. The activated effect is stronger. While you do this, your next 20 billion or 16 billion silver needs to be put on a Vel's Heart. You put the order down on the concentrated magic, not the Vel's Heart proper. I talked about this before. I'm not going to do it again. Put the order down on the concentrated. You should have it within a week or 2. Okay. Then you exalt the Vel's Heart. That's how you're going to get more DP. Okay. That being said, that's going to take you a week or 2, but that order needs to be down. That money needs to be invested. I don't care while you sit on the Perillas. In the meantime, once that order is down, you're chilling. You're going to look at the rest of your gear. Your Karazad are going to go to pen. You're going to push these to pen. Pen this first. Pen this second. Actually, wait. Sorry. Pen your necklace. Then pen your belt. Then pen your rings. Then come over and pen your earrings. All at once. The earrings, you go from try to pen all at the same time. The rest of them, you can pump one at a time. Okay. Okay. The next most egregious thing I see on your gear wheel is this right here. This is a serious issue. Serious issue. And again, this is you, like you're prioritizing gear over shit that is going to just help you grind so much faster, dude. Like, I don't even understand. How can people not understand this? Okay. It's back attack damage. All right. Like, look, how much back attack damage is it? It's like 3% or something, right? It's 2% more back attack damage, bro, which doesn't sound like a lot. I promise you, it's something. You gotta get this shit done. Critical hit rate is probably fine if you want to throw it on there. It's pretty cheap. Oh no, never mind. You don't have crit damage. You gotta get crit hit damage and back attack damage are a must. You gotta have those. Gotta have those. Critical hit rate is fine. Or you can do Black Spirit. Honestly, the last one's up to you. You do air attack. That's no. Warriors can't capitalize on air attack damage for the most part, except in very rare instances. Don't do air attack. Down attack damage is fine. That will help you in PvP as well. That's what most warriors would probably tell you to do. Really, really solid. And again, if you want to do something defensive, you can go max HP here. Accuracy is pretty good for damage overall in PvE and PvP. Best all around for damage there. You can ignore resist at your own. Some warriors do this, but that's strictly a PvP thing. Strictly a PvP thing. Either way, you need to fill these out. You need to fill this out. This is griefing you. This is griefing you. Like, even I have this done. All right, when you get Sovereign, you should put these crystals in. It costs maybe like 500 mil a stone, and that's if it's like expensive. Okay, so like, again, you're looking at 2.5 bill for a massive percentage of damage overall. Okay, it's not even a question. You need to get this done. So again, in order: Lightstones, crystals, and then your Sovereign like crystals as well. Okay. Then you put the order down on the Vel's Heart. Then you crank your Karazads once the order's down. Okay, I'm done. Was that Rayan 16? I think that was Rayan. Note! Oh my God, bro. You edited the gear guide video You have literally edited like 6 gear guide videos at this point. You do it yourself. How have you f***ed this up? Your friends, you can ask me at any point. You can ask for help. Oh, for f***'s sake. What the f*** is Mother's Warning? What even is that? Do we even have that? Is that the new Korean book or whatever? I don't even know what the f*** that is. Rage bait for sure? No. Note's not gonna rage bait me. He's just He's just special. It's the Grana quest, I think. What the f is Mother's Warning? Chat, does anyone even know what the f that is? Like you know for sure. I don't even. It's a black spirit. It's the Odalita quest? You haven't done the Odalita quest line? You absolute ape! Maybe it's done is a crazy statement. So let me get this straight. You submitted this gear. Are these numbers correct? There's no way you submitted this without these numbers being correct, which means no, it's not done. No, it's not. Go do the Odie quest line. It takes like 2 hours and it's actually pretty good. I'm not even joking. It's actually pretty good. You follow around a Dark Knight that has a unicorn, and you learn why all of the men became willing slaves to the Dark Knights. It's really cool. It's really cool. Kinky, but a neat quest line. You also need to finish. You're not time for Dokebi's quite yet. Not time for Dokebi's quite yet. The rest of this can wait. Although Dokebi's gift should be just for Land of the Morning Light quest line. You should have that done. I know you've done that because you have your gloves done. How many hours do you have? Dude, you don't want to know how many hours Node has in the game. You don't even want to know how many hours this guy has in the game. Okay. Dude, are you... I hadn't even looked at the wheel yet. I hadn't even looked at the wheel yet. How? Oh my god, it doesn't have any crystals! You put 1 crystal in your... You have not 1, but 2 sovereign weapons with no crystals in them? And you left one of them at Pride? He literally edits these videos. He edits the gear advice videos. I know that he watches every single one. He says, why I'm suck. You're so dumb. I know that he was going to say that. Homie, I understand if you don't want to enhance this because you're Succession, but first of all, it contributes to your Succession AP in actually a pretty pog way. Number 1, it should at least be try. Minimum try, because I know you can hit try without even getting to 0 durability. This is a try is a joke. Okay. Tet is not. Try is a joke. Okay. But before that even happens, even if you leave it at pry, it's not even a question, homie. Back attack damage. Critical hit rates. All AP, obviously. Critical hit damage. Probably, honestly, you don't really do down attack damage. I know where you grind, so probably just DR. You just throw the DR on there. That's fine. That's fine. The same thing for this. You're talking about 4%. God, I hate it when terrorists start their music montages. Again, you're talking about 4% damage across the board. No, like this is legitimately like this isn't even a meme. Like each one of these can have these crystals in them. Like literally every single one of these. Do I have critical hit damage? I do have back attack damage. I have AP. Oh, so damage reduction and then critical hit rate. Oh. Whatever. Okay, this is a fine setup. And to be clear, this one can be traded out for whatever. I have accuracy in instead of DR because I'm just balls to the wall damage. I don't give a fuck about defensive stats, but some people are pussies. They put DR in there, whatever. Also, I'm an evasion build, so it doesn't really matter to me. But like, you need to put these crystals in because it's like a 4%. You're gonna get 4% more back attack damage, 4% more critical hit damage, 4% more critical hit rate. Like literally everything. It's a lot. Like you will noticeably grind more silver for what, 2 billion silver. I know you caught a prize fish like 2 days ago. Invest. Does it make number go up? I don't think so. It will make the. You edited the Dev Note video too. Yeah, I know you did. I know you saw it. They're changing it so that you can see the hidden AP too. So yeah, it is gonna make the number go up, dumbass. Anyway, where's the guide to do all the crystal setup, the crystal stuff? Okay, so here's the deal. I have guides for just about everything in BDO, except for the journals, because we were gonna do the journals, and then Note decided he didn't want to. It definitely wasn't me that decided I didn't want to. Note decided he didn't want to do the journals. So here's the journal guide that you don't want to do. Here, okay, if you find yourself listening, to this,
Hello guys, welcome back to Chris Poly channel. This video
you f***ed up. You have f***ed up. Okay, you need to like if you hear that at any point, something is wrong. All right. Okay, the guide that you actually want should sound like this.
Hello, what is up guys? Evil Duo Storm here today, back with another Black Desert video. In today's
Okay, if you hear that guy, you know that you're in the right spot. This is your guide. All right, this is your guy. He has the go-to journals. He will not steer you wrong, except for the Dokebi chests. The Dokebi chests, no one has a good guide for. You should just go look up the pictures on BDO Foundry or wherever the fuck that guide is, the online one. Just go look at the pictures and just follow the picture guide, like the picture book. You know what I'm saying? But like Evil Do Us Harm's guides for the journals are best in slot. Chris is just gonna lead you astray. No offense to Chris. Normally he makes great stuff. Evil Do Us Harm's guides are just objectively better in that particular area. Okay. Now, back to this disaster. Wait, this isn't even Notes gear. If that was Notes gear, I would have quit the game. This looks like more like the edits my videos. Okay, you need to exalt this. You've had your Velsheart for like 5 years. You haven't exalted. What are we doing? Exalt your Velsheart. And I told you we can't grind Ulakita. We can't grind Deciaturos until you get the DP to grind Deciaturos. So it's the exalted. And also, I don't want to grind Deciaturos with somebody that. What is your crystal? You edited the crystal guide too. You edited the crystal guide too. How you ain't got no. What is this? What is that? Is that an ascension crystal? I can't close this. I legitimately cannot. Oh, there's an X up here. Okay. I threw in what I had. What is this?
Dex 100. Make fun of me next, not like this.
Why do you have 6? What are you doing? You have 6 wand crystals of AP in your Karazhan set instead of the Jin crystal. You grinded all of them. He's like, I know, I just put them in the gear. Homie, you gotta, it's Jin every time. This is, oh my God, bro. Okay, all right. I know that you were trained like a dog early on in our BDO career. That special attack evasion is goated. And you bought the Jin spec evasions, and you're like, oh my god, these are amazing. These only give you max HP now. They're useless in PvE. You don't wear those. You take those off, you put 2 more Macalods on. Not even joking. You take those out, put 2 max in. HP OP. No. Stop. You're trolling. You're trolling. Okay. What even is... Why can't I see this? Is there any way to see somebody's crystal preset, guys? Oh, there we go. Okay, so you're running a dark red fang armor? Where did you even get that? What were you grinding? You were grinding blood wolves? What the? Oh my god, you're running RBF adamantines and a swiftness. Okay, the swiftness is good. That's your +2 move speed. That's goated. This is... What are we doing? Well, okay. I mean, like, here's the deal. The reason that people don't run RBF adamantines in PvE is because they are worth way more. And you're just putting yourself at risk for no reason. So, like, for example, in my PvE setup, this is 25% knockdown bound resist. RBF adamantines. I don't even know if I have any anymore. I have a full even dodge setup. I don't know if I have RBF adamantines anymore. I think RBF adamantines also give you 25%. Yep, 25%, and then stun, stiff freeze 5%. Okay, to be clear, in PvE, you'll notice the difference in price between these. So if you accidentally die in PvE, which will happen, you're talking about losing potentially 700 bill against losing 300k. It's just a no-brainer. That's why people use these in PvE. Also, the stun, stiff, freeze resist, although this is really good in PvP, and that's why you run this in PvP, having that extra resist is good. In PvE, usually when you go to a grind zone, you end up with, like, that grind zone has, like, one particular type of thing that it does, right? Like it's like, oh, you need knockdown resist for this grind zone, or you need stun resist for this grind zone, or you need stiffness resist. Very rarely do you need multiple categories of resistance for one particular grind zone. This is why no one really uses very expensive resistance crystals. Pretty colors. Holy. Okay, the corrupteds are fine, I guess. Everything else is... This is a disaster of a crystal setup, homie. This is a mess. A mess. You gotta fix this, and then your sovereigns need to be fixed as well. That's the first thing you need to do. What are you running here? Don't you grind at Honglim base? And I'm asking, but I already know. The only spot that you grind at is Honglim base, which is not Kama Sylvia damage. It's demi-human damage. You are griefing outside your mind. Dude, not Gyphon right now for the Forest Fury. So let me get this straight. You're stopping off to get some, like, a small amount of Forest Fury. So you said to yourself, with my only 2 Kabuas, I'm going to put Kama damage in here. Fuck no, you just stick with the demi-human, finish it. Unless your plan is to rip this shit out and then put in the demi-human again after the fact, this is silly. I extract every time I swap. Something tells me that you don't do that. I have known you for like 10 years. Something tells me you don't do that. You're wearing a prize sovereign with no crystals in it in either one of these. There is no way that you swap these back and forth. Your crystals look like a homeless person on the street has better crystals than you do. Okay? There's no shot. I refuse to believe that. Then, but wait, it gets better. Somehow we got the necklace to Hex. The earrings at Try. This is Tet. This is Pen. We're all over the place. Stop enhancing your accessories. Your boots are next. Okay, you need your boots. Boom. Duo is free. Okay, as you guys, for all of you that don't know, Note actually one-tapped all 3 duos. No, at every single time he had to enhance one of these guys, he DM'd me, and he literally pitied, I think, 2 out of the 3 of them for duo. And he's like, I'm gonna troll you the next time you say duo is free in one of these videos. God is my witness. I've been... Duo is so free. So you're going to put the boots at duo, and then we're going to be able to grind... then we're going to be able to grind Turos together. At this point, your gear is reasonable. Then you need to upgrade your Charizard. So you're going to pen this. You're going to pen this. Okay. Then you're going to pen this earring here. Then you're going to pen this earring here. Wait, why did this not go to pen? My bad. But yeah, you pen these first. Now, this is already a hex. You're not going to touch this for a while. I'll be honest with you. This needs to at least get put at try. Like I said before, that needs to at least get put at try. It's a joke. It was, in fact, not free. Okay, everything else is fine. Dude, that was painful.
Update on my gear. I fixed it. Poggies.
Rubisks. Let's see it. I'm a returning player. I know my boots are wrong, but I was thinking about re-rolling, but decided not to. Of course you're a striker. Nobody else would be this stupid. Okay. So. Okay. All right. So you're okay. Damn. You uploaded your picture? The selfie of you from Tinder, of you sitting in your car, to garmoth.com for a profile? That's crazy. Looks AI generated. Nobody has that much hair. Okay. Honestly, it's a good thing that you're a good-looking dude because you are not very smart. So this... Jesus. Okay. All right, how do I start this? Okay, are you a returning player from like 2018, 2019? This looks like you're a returning player from maybe 2021, if I had to guess. It's probably been 3 years since it looks like you played BDO at a minimum. And this dim tree's been sitting here for a lot longer. 2020, maybe. Okay, yeah. So, like, it looks to me like you started the game in something like 2019 or so. 2018, 2019, somewhere in there. And then you played the game a little while. You left. You came back in 2020, 2021. You fixed some shit. And you left again. And then you came back again. That's what it looks like to me. Nighty night, Abir. Oh, Jesus. Okay. God, dude, I don't even know where to start, but this is... All right, for starters, this is a huge mistake. You should, like, this was a this is a blunder. At this stage of gear score, 3 billion silver is like 3 or 4 gear score. Like, straight up. Okay.
Beeftown Bakery just resubscribed for 4 months.
You've wasted 3 or 4 bill making this mistake. It's not the end of the world, but you're already committed. You cannot sell the dim tree and get your money back at this point. You have committed to this stupid error. Okay. Beeftown Bakery, 4 months, buddy. Welcome back, bud. Appreciate you. 3 days of AFK fishing. Not for him. Do you think that a new player has mastery? Do you think that a new player has the ability to map to town or fish at a high-end spot? Though this dude's throwing a Termian fishing rod into the Valley of Waters and calling it a day. He's making maybe 300 million a day AFK fishing. 1065 mastery. See, he's okay. So Dimtree. Bad. But you're committed. This is fixable immediately. There's now a quest line in the game. Hit O, click main. I don't know if my Dark Knight's actually done. Ah, here it is. The Exalted Land Ulakita. This. It's going to take you 2 or 3 hours. 2 or 3 hours. It's actually a pretty good quest line. It's not bad at all. You speed run it, you get done even faster. Okay? But at the end of it, I don't think it actually shows you. But at the very end, the reward is something called an 8 Taurus Power Stone. Right here. It has 1 sheet AP on it. So right there, you're gaming. Right? Do not exalt this. But it makes it shiny. No. Again, this is the reason that I'm telling you specifically. I have not had to tell anyone else today not to exalt their 8 Taurus Power Stone. That you are a striker. And so you are a monkey. Okay? I have to use small word with you. Big word, no do trick. Do not make the alchemy stone shiny. Leave it at base. Okay? You guys are laughing. I'm not joking. You think I'm kidding? You think I'm kidding? Okay. This is fine for now. You can leave this where it's at for now. Because you have so many other issues. 3 predations and an iridescent is okay for you, but you're just about at the point where you're going to have to transition to Caboose. You're not quite there quite yet, but you're almost there. You're going to finish forming your Kudum. All right. And I'm glad that you took both the correct pen black stars. That is good. But right about now, you need DP and you need it bad. The worst part is you are not tanky. I don't care if you think that DR or evasion is better on striker. I don't care. What both of those parties can agree on, and it's like that meme where they clasp hands. You know what I mean? In The Predator. Okay, Arnold Schwarzenegger, the black guy. We can all agree that trying to run hybrid is mentally unstable. Okay, you branched before the other Homo sapiens did. Okay, this is us here. This is you here. You're going the wrong way. Okay, you think that you're the same. You've gone the wrong way. This is stupid. I was going to re-roll. What you said was I was going to re-roll and then decided not to. This is a life lesson in BDO. Never roll your gear to another build unless you have already played the class for 2 months as actively. Like you're grinding on that class, but you've been grinding actively on that class for the last 2 months. At that point, then you can say you're committed enough to the new class to roll it. I don't give a if you're running Evasion Guardian. You do not switch your gear until you are beyond confident. I know what you're going to say. I'm beyond confident. That's every American is so dumb about this shit. You're so confident because you're knee-jerking your entire life. You've been handed shit for free in that instant gratification. So like, you're like, oh my God, I'm really enjoying this new class. And then you immediately re-roll all of your gear and change your whole build and then realize a week later, you're like, I don't really like this very much. Don't do that. Do not be the traditional dumb American, okay? Leave your gear. Leave your gear. The way that it is until you've grinded on that class for at least 2 months. At that point, you can say, okay, yeah, I genuinely am still enjoying this class. I'm not going to reroll again. Most people who are rerolling are already chronic rerollers in the first place. So, to be honest with you, they're going to reroll again to another class before the end anyway, constantly changing your build, especially at this stage of your gear. If you were already 760 gear score, changing from like green to blue and green to blue and all that stuff when you have Dead God is honestly not that difficult. It's 1 or 2 bill, no big deal. But for you, this is actually a pretty catastrophic mistake. Blue, chill out. You're crashing again. No. Okay. Lazy Gaming JD. This is not a crash out. Okay. If you want to see a crash out, go look at my YouTube channel today. This is not a crash out. This is me trying to help a idiot new monkey. This is normal. I watched it, and then you came in here and told me to stop screaming. You stop screaming. You're the one using all caps, dipshit. Who the hell's yelling now? Okay, dude, again, there's a caps lock button. From now on, if you use all caps in my chat, I'm gonna scream at you. Because you're screaming at me. Alright. Okay, so the Kaposhas are fine for now. This was not good, but you probably made this back in 2021. Stop. Guys, I didn't say for anyone else. I said specifically for that. Not for you, just for him. Okay, so once you're at this, you're at 288, 342. At this point, your limiting factor is not AP. You could go to Hong Lim base and absolutely shred, but you don't have enough DP to survive. Okay, so stop looking at AP at this point. You need DP. Fortunately for you, it's really easy to get. You're f***ed here. This is completely cooked because you already have the pen gloves. I would have said if you were a DR striker, I wouldn't be on your case. If you were an evasion striker, I wouldn't be on your case. You should be an evasion striker, especially if you have to ask the question. Guys, if you have to ask, should I be evasion or DR? You should go to my gear guide and look at it like it's the gospel, according to Blue Squadron. Okay? Like, I don't care. Once you are grown up enough and you understand the game enough to really like mentally consider why you should be going DR on striker and understand why a DR striker build absolutely is super viable in the current metagame, then you can play DR. Okay? But until then, you go DP Dark Knight. Well, you should build some DP on Dark Knight. You absolute moron. The brightest crayon in the box. You're projection. All right. So you need DP badly. You need to C6 this, C6 this, and C6 this. Okay. We need to get you over 360 DP. 360 DP. You need pen boots. And since you've already committed on the pen, to be clear, you could fix this problem. The easiest way for you to fix this problem, unironically, is to do what I'm about to tell you to do, okay? So, like, I know that this was a huge mistake, but you can leave the Uragons. I'm going to fix it for you. You ready? Normally, I would not tell people to do this. You're going to C10 your gloves, and you're going to make them blue. Saved. Then the Uragons are not like a serious problem anymore. Okay, you can leave the Uragons where they are, pen the Uragons, and you will be fine. Just make sure that when you upgrade, you need to get this upgrade quickly so that you can change the Libers will let you turn in for the blue gloves, which is the DR variant. And you put these in duo, you should be fine. It will also give you the DP you need now. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you to upgrade your Lightstones. Okay, so you need to go to Kabuas. And you need to upgrade from Predations to either species damage of some kind or Vicious Shadows, Watch Your Back, or All Out Attack, which is more expensive. Okay? But like this is not acceptable anymore. You can't do Predations anymore. Okay, I'm going to put all out attack in here just because. All right. At this stage, Again, you do not need to know all out attack, nor should you necessarily until you're much more endgame. At this point, you have enough DP. Now you need to go Karazads. Okay, so now you're looking at these Kaposhas. You need to pen your, or deck or whatever, your Tuvala necklace. Okay, that's going to give you a Tet necklace. Easy peasy, no problems. Okay, the rest of these, you need to transition to Karazad as you get 5 or 6 billion. Boom, Karazad belt. Boom, Karazad ring. Boom. Honestly, leave the crescent. Boom, Karazad earring. Boom, Karazad earring. Okay, leave the crescent until you can make a pen Karazad. Okay, leave the crescent until you can make a pen Karazad. All right. At this point, then you come back and ask me. Okay, I understand you're at 300 AP here. That's fine. If you want to get one more AP, you can just hit one of these to Tet. No big deal. Boom, there's 301, and you're good to go. All right. Purple Kitty, the Prime sub. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you, buddy. Okay. Jesus, that was rough. Okay. Bungo Bungos. I'm honestly scared. With a name like that. Oh God. Ungo Bungos. Raw dog. Oh, thank God he's not a complete moron. Oh, thank Christ, dude. All right, this is really simple. Really, really simple. Yeah, this looks really good. This looks really good. How? Did you have a Pen Debo belt, but no Pen Debo neck? So you had a Pen Debo belt and a Tet Debo neck when the Karazad came out? Yeah, that was stupid. That was dumb. Yeah, that was dumb. Okay, so you are an idiot. You're still on the spectrum. Okay. Free hammer. So, we'll back up. You used the free hammer on a Debo, but you did the belt instead of the necklace because you wanted to have less AP. Ungo bungo indeed. Ungo bungo indeed. To literally have the choice, I already had a Pen Ogre. Okay. So you had a Tet Debo belt, a Pen Ogre ring. I don't even want to know. Probably 2 Jatina earrings. Did you have a 3 set effect? Oh my God. Did you have 2 Tet Debo earrings? Pen Kaposha. The pen was the Kaposha. The belt was Kaposha only. Okay, so this guy can't even speak. Okay. In the language of your people. He doesn't even know. He's still translate. Let it go. Okay, so this guy's a chat. No matter what happened, he's up in like 6 different ways. Okay. 6 different ways. There's no reason that you should ever have a new belt on, especially if he didn't have a Pen Debo. He got a Pen Debo because he had the hammer for free, but he should have used that on the necklace or waited to use it on the necklace. Anything else would have been fine. Why he would be sitting on a Pen Ogre ring in this way is beyond me. That not to mention the rest of his accessories are also completely up as well. So like somewhere along the line, this absolute ape has made at least 2 mistakes. Not 1, it has to be at least 2. At least 2. Number 1, the only reason to go for Tet Debos back in the day was to do the 3 set effect Tet Debo. You guys remember that? The 3 set effect Tet Debo, people would use that as an excuse to not have to go get a Pen Ogre or whatever, right? But like to have a Pen Ogre and do 3 set Debo is, or 1 set Debo because he didn't even have the other Tet Debos is stupid. That's stupid. So again, there's multiple layers of behind this belt. I'm not going to unpack it. Stop hitting your belt. At this point, it's an okay. You're gonna go sept here. Sept. This needs to be hit to sept. Honestly, I would go oct and then sept and then sept. It's gonna be about the same amount of money. At this point, you're 331, you're 337, which means, you guessed it, it's time for tri-armors. As I have said many times, when you hit that 335, it's like, okay, now you should have full tri-armor by the time you hit 335-ish AP. That's usually around when you want to get it. All right, good luck. We're all counting on you. I'll see you a year and a half when you get that shit done. Holy me. Pushing BP. Also, guys, you watched this YouTube video for like an hour and a half. Could you please scroll down and put a like on the video? It really does help in the algorithm. Like, it helps tremendously. Please like the video. Thank you. This is a good cheat sheet for Lightstones if you need it. What am I backing? College level statistics? What the f is this? I'm not gonna use this. This is way too complicated. Can't follow a chart. No. Are you a shy? Yes. Kill your Minecraft character. Out of here. Just follow the line? Hell no. Homie, do you know how to post a link? Why do you got a space in here? Why the... How did you get a space? How? How did you get a space in here? Did you type it out manually? Did you click on Twitch and then manually type this in and accidentally put a space in here? That's the only way that happens. Holy shit, there it is. That's crazy. What you expect me to tell you? What, your gear's perfect? You know what, you got no more? You don't even got to log in no more? Keep fishing, you're almost there? What you want me to say? What, you some kind of... How in the... Actually, I do know how in the... You play Musa, you need more help than I can give you. Okay? The amount of money you have spent on the new Wuthering Waves character is probably more money than collectively my chat has spent on BDO in the last 4 months. Okay? You cannot help yourself.
More fast cheer Dex 500. I want to know what is my other best upgrade.
Okay, yeah, I'll get to that in a second. Sincerely, dude, stop jacking off to hentai. All right, and start watching a few more guides. You can even, if you really want to, and you're really struggling with not watching that tentacle shit that you normally like, you can have it on the other monitor while my gear guide is rolling, and you can even mute my gear guide, and you just let it roll, and you should be able to see it. That way you can listen, you can still listen to the shit on the other monitor. Okay, but you cannot let the fact that you're a complete loser weeb overwrite the fact that you have got to get this gear right, or you're gonna waste a shitload of time. Okay, think about it this way. If you get your gear right the first time, you actually have so much more time to jack off to that new gacha game character that you love so much. It's like, in a weird way, you actually open up more gooning time later by getting the gear right now. All right. Okie dokie. Mother of God. Every journal. I don't care.
Will Twitch Prime get me gear advice or nah?
No. 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 Okay, you can gift. God, dude. You can gift 2 subs, donate $5, or give me 500 bits. That's it. The Prime sub, you're like, if I give you nothing, can I get gear advice? No. All right. 67 cents for gear advice. Prime subs give me, like, I think $2. I think I get $2 for Prime subs, which is why you either need to gift 2 subs, or you need to, or you got to dono, or you got to do the bits. Prime sub, I do appreciate the Prime subs. I do. But as far as gear advice goes, I have to be standardized across the board. It has to be, you have to, like, this dude paid like, what, $25 or whatever, $30? I can't have you paying like $2. This guy's paying $30. What if I donate $4.99? No. Anyway, is it, what am I, a used car salesman? Are you negotiating with me right now? $4.98? You're going the wrong way, you ape. Machine Gun Send, thanks to the Prime, somebody. Meet halfway. Okay, all right, fine. We'll meet halfway and say $5. All right, now. Your armor is really good, homie. Your armor is really good. Your accessories are
just resubscribed
this
for
needs
6
to hit
months.
pen. This is pen. Okay, boom, boom. Journals first. I don't care. Journals first. What, you thought I wouldn't see it? You thought I'll just throw a wand in there, it'll be okay? Homie, you like almost 750 gear score, Ben. You don't get to put wand crystals for your Karazad in your gear. I'm working on it. No, you're not. No, you're not, because you're working on it, it'd be done. You're talking about, like, what, a bill? I'm working on it. What the is that? That's like, bro, do I sound like your boss at work? Oh yeah, boss, I'm working on it. On something that normally, like, your boss doesn't know, but the work that you're working on takes you like 10 minutes to get done. But you're gonna tell him it takes, oh man, that's gonna take me 3 days. Oh man, that's gonna take me 3 days. Except I'm the informed boss that did the job before I was promoted to manager. I was you. I already know you're lying to me. This shit gets done tomorrow. You AFK fish tonight, you replace it tonight. You understand? Tomorrow in the morning, you should have another Jin crystal. Notes entire gear wheel. I'm working on it. Shut the fuck up. Fix your crystals. This is fine. Okay, so again, pen everything. Now you're looking at hex. Okay. Then you're gonna look at sept. On these 3 accessories, you're only working with these 3. Okay. Once you're at sept, in my opinion, it's oct, sept, sept. Okay. Then, nah, you still don't do that. Then you put these to oct. Then you put these to oct. Then you can move this to sept. To be clear, right around the time you're enhancing this to sept, every player has the same urge. If I go to oct, I can get the glow on the weapon. And I want to be clear that that is a valid concern that a lot of players have. If you want to go to oct, if you want to go from hex to oct basically right away, you can do that because then your weapon is glowing more. I think that is fair. No, it is not technically like silver per hour wise, like super cost efficient, but I get it. Okay. Because you're fashionistas, you know what I mean? Holy Billy, thanks for converting your prime to a T1, buddy. I appreciate you. Thanks so much, man. Okay, that's your gear advice, okay? Then you need to make sure that you're working on this. One way or another, wait for the next ball. Don't touch this. Wait for the next ball. Jay will give you another black star, and then
Happy
you just bam.
Hobocop just
Okay.
resubscribed for 4
not
months.
even capping.
For answering my brain-damaged question, you deserve this Vohayo Blue Squad gun down.
If he doesn't, but you need to start doing the Land of the Morning Light bosses, because if he doesn't give you another black star, you're gonna have to get the flame. This is more efficient. Or alternatively, you can just tap a black star if you're impatient like me. Okay, so this is the other guy's gear, right? This is the correct gear, right? This is Marco FPS. This is your gear. Holy bro, you're a unit. You're a unit. This guy is. Wait, no, you're not. Wait, you're. Wait, why are you? What? What? Why are you? No, 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 dude, like every player that is like, dude, wait. So like people tell you to build damage reduction and they tell you to build evasion, but like, hold on. What if I did both? Sadly, your mother did not warn us of your coming. We were not prepared. You are Al Gaib. Like straight up. I cannot even emphasize how stupid it is to go to go hybrid at this stage of your build. All right. If you are 790 plus gear score, you can absolutely make hybrid work. Do you know why you can make hybrid work? It's because you outgear everybody else by so much gear score. It really doesn't matter what you're wearing. You just have more gear than everyone. It doesn't matter. You're 730 gear score. You're a blossoming. You're a blossoming. You haven't even. You're not at full bloom yet. You're not at full bloom. Okay. This is stupid.
Was that the movie with the UWU popcorn
cheer
bucket?
Dex 500. Am I cooked?
Okay. Okay, and then you have evasion artifact. Dude, yeah, so the reason I'm switching you to evasion is one, Moose is a pretty good evasion class as evasion passives, and you have your evasion artifacts, which means having more evasion is just going to help you. So, evasion boots, obviously. It's sept. Wait. Yeah. Sept. Well, honestly, you're too stupid. Do this first. Do these two. Okay, those two to try. Okay, because it'll help you. You're a Musa. You have to super armor trade all the time. I understand you're probably a PvPer. That's why you have these artifacts on. You need to be able to super armor trade. The DP helps you do that. Okay. Yeah, just do all three. Why is your DP so low? Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, that's my mistake. It's my bad. That's my bad. It's my fault. I expected too much. Clean your room. Do all of your goddamn journals. And before you touch any of this shit, you need to pen your offhand. Don't touch your armors. Don't touch the Karazad. Pen this first. Then come back and do your armors. Okay. Then upgrade the Karazad. And do your journals. Black Star is 10 out of 15. Finish it! We're done. We're done. Okay, who's the next person that I have to look at their gear? Holy shit. Oh, no, dude. Dude, no way, bro. What is this, dude? No, this is not your fault. You're a complete bozo, all right? But that's not your fault. It's because you were born this way. All right, you were born this way. It's like when you came out of your mom and your parents were like, "Oh God, he's so beautiful," and the doctors were like, "Oh, he's so special." Is the word that they used. Okay, the reason that you're like this, your parent in this case is Jae-hee Kim. Jae-hee Kim's fault that you are this stupid. Because what you did is you got your 2 free pen black stars, and you just grabbed the tet, you just one-tapped it. So, okay. You hit Y, you grab the tet black star, you just an easy one-tap. Straight up. Right? Am I wrong? Retri, am I wrong? Would you just hammer that shit? Thought Kaposha Karls went extinct? No, there's only one way a Kaposha Karl or a Tuvala Timmy ever exists anymore. I spent 1.5k cronstones. Homie. It's 3,600 cronstones an attempt. So that can't be right either. But honestly, in fairness, you only did the attempt one time. So I expect that kind of knowledge. Unless the offhand is somehow less per attempt than the main hand, right? Like, there's no way that this is 1,600. I did the deck to Vala exchange. Oh, God. Okay, dude. Okay, all right. So, oh my God. I'm sorry. He's too stupid. He doesn't understand. Okay, so, buddy. What we're all trying to tell you is that you got 1 pen black star from the Y menu. Okay. You got another one from the deck to Vala. What we're all in the audience wondering is how you got that 3rd pen black star before you got off of Tuvala. Okay? And the only reason that you would have a 3rd pen black star on is if you claimed the Tet one and then got giga lucky pinning it. I don't give a which one it was. I honestly don't know. It was a reward for hitting level 61. See, Chad, he doesn't even know. He didn't even. That's the first one that we talked about. See, that we go back to the. That's the first one we talked about. Bro, he actually doesn't even know how he got the 3rd pen black star. Just to be clear, guys. He legitimately doesn't even know. This is what Jae-hee Kim has produced. These are our new players. They don't even know how they got their gear. It just appeared there. Again, one of these was from the Y menu for hitting level 61. The other one was a deck to Vala. One of them. Then the 3rd one, you had to have enhanced it. You must have had enhanced it because they did not hand away a 3rd one. They did, however, hand you a Tet black star for free from your Y menu, which you probably one-tapped with hammers. And you don't even remember because that's how little black stars mean nowadays. And that is going to make a lot of people in chat very angry. When a new player is like, yeah, I don't even know how I got that. I just logged in. It's just there. I just clicked it. It's like whatever. You know that there's people in the audience going, fucking 40 pennies. 40. You know what I mean? Like 2 years ago, like there. Holy shit. Literally crazy. Okay, now to be clear, oh my God. Jesus Christ, dude. Okay. All right. So the first thing you need to do is the Ulukita quest line. Okay. You've got to do the Ulukita quest line. It's going to give you an 8 tourist power stone. We talked about this before. You hit O, go to main, scroll all the way down to the bottom. The Ulukita quest is right here. That's what it looks like. Not Ulukita. Okay, not Ulukita. 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 It's going to give you an exalted power stone. Gives you 1 AP. Sheet. And a better alchemy stone. Okay.
Ookastrophe just resubscribed for 16 months.
Ook, welcome back for 16 months.
What in the quack is that wheel of brain rot?
I don't even. Okay. You also need a monster damage artifact. I know that those are the ones that you got from the Black Spirit. Guys, he was wearing 3 pen black stars before he even got another monster AP artifact.
Yasaru1 just resubscribed for 3 months.
Wild. The dude still has combat lightstones in his artifacts, dude. Which, to be clear, is correct. That is the correct lightstone setup to have at this stage of the game. Okay. You are 600 gear score now. All right. It's time for you to do your Igor Bartali log. You need to do the whole thing. Do you see how you got a bunch of gear for that? Just do Igor Bartali's at this point. All right. Then you're going to start doing your guaranteed pen quests. You need to do your
He
guaranteed
said
pen
his
quests.
AWOC is actually Tet, not Pen.
So you didn't even, I went off on like a 10-minute rant and you justify the other 2 black stars and then you come in and tell me, oh wait, yeah, I f***ed it up. It's Tet. I can't with these people. I can't. Like, okay, so this is a reasonable gear loadout. That's much more reasonable. Okay. Furthermore, okay, I understand that you went to Jatina for the Griffins, the Jatina for the Red Nose, and to Jatina for the Begs. But believe it or not, you can go back to, and this is where it gets crazy, Jatina again, and she will actually give you Uragon shoes. Oh, God. And then you don't have to worry about your Tuvala anymore. Then you should have, if you're level 62, you should have a Tri-Kaposha ring in your Y menu. Okay? Tri-Kaposha of your choice.
And
Pick the ring.
One just resubscribed for 3 months.
Actually, you probably already did the earring. That's fine. You probably already did the earring. That's fine. No big deal. Okay. You're not going to do Jatitas. If you get enough mats to get a Tet Jatina, that's fine. You can put the Tet Jatina on. Whatever. But it really doesn't matter because it's exactly the same. Regardless, you need to just start doing your guaranteed pen quests. Actually, it looks like you've already done your guaranteed pen quests. You just didn't turn in your boots for some obscure reason. So at this stage, you somehow don't have enough AP. Somehow you could do orcs, but you barely have enough AP for Honglim. You need to go to Karazad. You need to do the Deck Karazad questline or like the Deck Karazad necklace. Or Deck Tuvala necklace, exchange for the Tet Karazad. Okay, then you need to start exchanging these for Karazad as well. Okay, you can leave them at try. It's whatever. It'll still be a lot better than what you're wearing. Once you're into the 280, like high 280s, I guess you're a succession witch. I don't see succession witches very often. But once you're in the high 280s like this, then you can come back and look at your DP. Andrew Nicky, thanks so much for the 3 months, man. I appreciate you. You need to conference all of these to C6. This is like, bro, this is a joke, by the way. The conference required for this is a complete joke. You can leave these at Tet. You do not need to do anything with these. The last pen in the sequence is always the most expensive. You're better off literally just conferencing your armor to C6 before penning this. So this can sit where it is. Okay. You notice your 356 DP. At this point, we're still not quite where we want to be. Once these are all C6, you have 2 options. You can either pen the boots, which is what I would recommend that you do. Or you can grab your Duo Dead God. Either way, you're going to have to do both anyway. Okay, you're going to do the gloves first. You're going to get the blue gloves because they're DR. Okay. At this point, you can do Honglim base and you're cooking. All right, we have now fixed your gear. Also, I would say, well, hold on. We're not done. After every single one, almost every single one of these journals should be done before you C6 or before you have finished conference level 6ing your armors. Okay, so you can work on them over time or you can bang them all out at once. That's fine. But this should be done before C6 is finished on your armors and before you pen your boots. Okay, at this point, you're transitioning to Kabuas. Okay, you should already have a better lightstone set up because you're already at mid-game grinding at this point. Again, the combats, really, once you hit level 62, you should take these out, put 3 predations and an iridescent in. You can sit on that until you're at like a mid-tier grind zone like Honglim Base or Orc Camp, and then in which case you can put in your damage, like your demi-human damage. Okay. All right.